Hey people, I know it's been a while since I've made a video. Um, just kind of been like up to my neck dealing poker at the World Series. Um, Wanted to make this video about the Vegas Golden Knights as soon as they lost the Stanley Cup, but I just couldn't. I just couldn't make the time. I just didn't have the energy or whatever, you know. I know I'm kind of just talking to nobody most of the time anyway, but hey, you never know. One day these videos might go viral. Um, the Golden Knights, they had like this fairy tale season, and just the further and further they got, it just kind of like the more and more exponentially incredible it got. And not to get too deep into like the actual series, but I personally just kind of thought this series turned very early in game two when the Knights were down a goal. And they had almost 3 minutes of a man advantage power play. In fact, part of it they had a two-man advantage, and the Caps held them off, and they lost the game by one. And I thought this might be a bad sign, you know. But whatever. Tremendous season, but I just kind of saw the whole season as to how it ended. This is just kind of like a metaphor for what like Vegas is. Everybody had these 500 to 1 tickets, 400 to 1, 100 to 1, whatever all these people had. And the sports books already got crushed all year anyway, people betting the Golden Knights, but they were really sweating bullets on the long shot tickets, bet on them to win it all when the season started. And you go into the Stanley Cup, you got a few days. If you got a 500 to 1 ticket, it's like, what do? Do you hedge? If you got the potential $50,000 ticket in your hand or $20,000, whatever, it's like, how do you not hedge? I mean, it's very tempted to just sort of bet a bunch of it on the Capitals and just guarantee yourself thousands of dollars. But some of the stuff I read, people were talking about they're not going to hedge, they're just going to leave it on the Golden Knights. And, that's just an interview from like one or two people. I mean, out of all the people that had the tickets, obviously I don't know who hedged and who didn't. But for those who didn't hedge, and I have a feeling a lot of people didn't, people just thought it's just destiny, they're just going to win. The metaphor is like, it's like you come to Vegas, it's like, a lot of people come to Vegas thinking that they're going to be some special lucky person and gamble and win and just make all this money. And a lot of people who move to Vegas move out of Vegas within just a couple of months. The metaphor is like, it's like you come here and it's like, you think you can do it all, anything can happen, but in the end, the house wins. And once again, like the Golden Knights, the house won, at least on the long shot tickets. It's like people believe anything can happen. They got all their hopes on it, and they do all these great things, but in the end, the house won. The Knights lost, and the sportsbooks just collect on all those futures bets to win the Stanley Cup, except for those who were of the belief that they should hedge. So, it was crazy. It's like, if I could have redone this situation a million times, I would have never ever bet the Golden Knights to win the Cup. I wouldn't even consider it. It's an expansion team. They're not even gonna make the playoffs. It's like, why would you even? What would make you think they're gonna win the Cup? So it's like, it's just one of those crazy things. But yeah, the house won again, like always.